My name is Layne Tadesse. I'm a reggae world artist out of California, born in Eritrea.
We will never yield. And I said, no more, no more, no more. And we said, no more, no more, no more.
This new single that was released titled No More was basically about the movements of No More that was pretty much explosive like a wildfire all over the continent of Africa. So when we say no more, you're basically saying no more to all the, false narrative. So Eritrea, on the other hand, we have been saying no more for the last 60 years. No one can tell us how to run and govern. And we've been fighting for our own independence, and we have our independence. But lately, there's been all this false narrative, especially countries in the Horn of Africa.
You'd love to see us kneel, but with the can-do people, we will never yield. And I said, no more, no more, no more.
So when I'm mentioning no more, no more, no more, I want to be more like, I want our people to understand, our countries, our continent, and our youth, our youngsters, our new generation to understand what it means to say no more to imperialism, what it means to say no more to neo-colonialism. So those are the two spectacles that's been destabilizing, that's been crippling the continent.
Don't you see what you've done? Africa, move as one. It's too late, we know your game. You suck the blood from our vein. Children will never forget atrocities and pain. Can't you hear us crying? We must wipe away this stain. I say, no more, no more, no more.
This video was directed by a good friend of mine, a good colleague of mine, a member of the Artists for Eritrea. His name is Dawit Gebresus Wodigere. You can go to his website, wodigere.com. So he's one of the elite visual production man. He's the man. He's a good guy, and he understands the movement. He knows what needs to be done. He knows what has been done. He knows how to correct the way it's supposed to be done. So big shout out to Dawit Gebresus on that production.
No more plague of neocon, military intervention on a peaceful, self-reliant nation.
I've been doing reggae music for a long time, and a little bit of world music as well. And I'm here in Washington, D.C., participating with the Board of Artists for Eritrea. And we're celebrating our arts and culture and heritage and fashion, the whole 9 yards. So we're having a good time. I want to tell all my African brothers and sisters in our continent, which is, it's ours, it belongs to us. I want us to stay strong and be conscious about how we move and how we are supposed to be the owners. We're supposed to be the owners of our land, of our fruits, of everything that is given to us. We are the owners of all of our natural resources. Let's protect it to the fullest, and let's not be fooled by anyone. And we say no more. Like I said, Dawit Gebresus, he flew out all the way from London to California, US, to direct the video. Him and I traveled everywhere for locations. We even went to Mexico to find locations to represent the entire continent. So we have to show little footages of demonstrations, of movements that represents no more. I also want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Araya Ephraim. He was the one, the guy that was like, hey, you got to do this song. This is too much going on right now. We got to talk about what's going on. Yes, and no more. I mean, we've been saying no more, but let's call it no more. So that's how this no more song was born. Big shout outs to Araya Ephraim as well.
We say no more, no more, no more. And I said,
No more, no more, no more. And I said, no more, no more, no more. And I said, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And we say, no more, no more, no more. Africa say no more. Africa say no more. No more, no more, no more.